They weren't waiting for peace. They were waiting for a reaction. They expected anger because anger is loud, and loud still feels like presence. They expected rage because rage would have proven that they still had access to your emotional wiring. What they never prepared for was irrelevance. They built their expectations around your explosion, the argument you'd finally unleash, the confrontation they could point to and say, "See, that's why I did what I did." They rehearsed the chaos in their heads. But what they encountered instead was nothing to grab onto. At first, they mistook your silence for shock. They assumed the storm was delayed. They waited for the breakdown. They waited for the late-night message. They waited for the emotional relapse. But the storm never arrived. What arrived instead was consistency. And consistency unsettles people who thrive on volatility. They wanted shouting because shouting still feels like connection to people who confuse intensity with intimacy. They wanted tears because tears would have made them central to the aftermath. They wanted accusation because accusation keeps the bond alive. What they received was a quiet exit, and that quiet dismantled every story they told themselves about their importance. They are uncomfortable not because you are cruel, but because you are complete. Your calm denied them a role they were counting on. No villain to fight, no victim to defend, no hero arc to justify themselves with. They wanted you emotional so they could stay relevant. They wanted your anger so they could argue back. They wanted your hatred so they could explain themselves. Instead, you removed yourself from the narrative entirely, and now they don't know where to stand. They keep replaying moments where you should have reacted harder, moments where they expected fireworks, moments where they assumed your nervous system would still orbit around them. What frustrates them is that the ending didn't validate their guilt. Anger would have done that. Anger would have said, "Yes, this mattered. Yes, this destroyed me." Your peace said something far more final. It said, "I already processed this." They confuse your composure with numbness. They assume silence means suppression. They don't realize numbness still revolves around sensation, still circles the wound, still waits for stimulus. You didn't go numb, you moved on. And that terrifies people who need to be felt in order to feel real. They keep trying to provoke a response, not because they want conflict, but because conflict still acknowledges relationship. Your disengagement suggests the relationship no longer qualifies for conflict at all. And that's the part their ego can't metabolize. They wanted confrontation because confrontation keeps the door conversational. Your calm closed the door without slamming it. No noise, no announcement, no final speech, just absence. They are uncomfortable because your detachment feels intentional, not defensive, not reactive, chosen. You didn't withdraw to punish them, you withdrew to protect yourself. And protection doesn't need permission. They wanted emotional theater, screenshots, receipts, something they could twist into proof that they were misunderstood. You gave them nothing to weaponize, no words to quote, no tone to distort, no weakness to exploit. Your restraint feels dignified, and dignity is infuriating to people who wanted mess to justify their behavior. They wanted you to suffer publicly. You suffered privately and finished. They feel cheated, not because you healed, but because you healed without them being involved. They wanted your anger to keep the bond metabolizing.
Your calm revealed the bond had already been digested and released. They keep mistaking your silence for a tactic. It's not a move, it's a state. They fear your lack of anger because it implies you already went through what they are still avoiding. Your completion makes their internal noise louder. They wanted validation through reaction. Your lack of reaction invalidated their position entirely. They wanted forgiveness or condemnation. They were not prepared to feel irrelevant. They don't understand how you skipped the revenge phase. They didn't realize some people don't need destruction to be done. Your peace doesn't argue, it doesn't bargain, it doesn't beg, it simply continues. And continuation without them wounds their pride deeper than any insult ever could. They expected you to fold under memory. Instead, memory folded into wisdom. They wanted your anger to prove they mattered enough to damage you. Your neutrality proved they no longer matter at all. They feel erased by how little emotional space they occupy now. Nothing offends the ego more than being rendered unnecessary. They thought your silence was temporary. They keep checking it like a crack in a wall they can slip through. What unsettles them is how solid it remains, how unmoving, no matter how loud they get. They imagined your ending as dramatic, chaotic, explosive. What they received was quiet, clinical, permanent. They can't weaponize your peace against you, and that leaves them disarmed. They don't fear your voice anymore. They fear your lack of it, because your absence tells a truth they can't escape. You are not calm to prove a point. You are calm because there is no point left to prove. You are not detached to punish them. You are detached because you chose yourself. You are not silent because you are weak. You are silent because you finished speaking to what no longer listens. They wanted to live inside your anger, to survive through your reaction, to remain relevant through your emotional fire. You didn't burn. You didn't explode. You didn't fight. You exited. And that is why they are still angry. Because anger would have kept them relevant. Your completion erased them from the battlefield entirely. This is not revenge. This is not bitterness. This is not coldness. This is freedom without witnesses. And nothing is more final than being done without needing to be understood.